Hi ladies and gentlemen, here again. I'm gonna start right away. It's spirit video time again. The spirit that I'll be covering in this video or in this segment is the Greek god, Olympian god Hephaestus. Yeah, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I'm gonna pronounce it Hephaestus. Let's start. Long story short, Hephaestus is known as the Greek god of forge and labor, god of blacksmiths, etc., etc. And I'm going to start right away too with his occult attributes, etc., and so on. Before I continue, if you want to know in depth about Hephaestus, you can just read up on him in his Wikipedia article, which will be linked in the description of this video below, as well as an additional video for those that don't feel like reading. A video on YouTube which in short explains who Hephaestus is and related. For example, his parentage, his ancestry, who his parents were, and his lore. So basically what his story was according to Greek mythological storytellers, or just general Greek mythological lore. In any case, Hephaestus, like I said, that's what he was worshipped for, and that's what they knew him for in pre-Christian times. Okay, in any case, in the times in which he was worshipped, those that worshipped him saw him as the god of forge, labor, blacksmith, weapon making, handicrafts, tools making, and also later in Roman times as the god Vulcan. That's the name they gave him. Instead of Hephaestus, it was Vulcan. He was seen as god of volcanoes and volcanic eruptions. Hephaestus corresponds to Jupiter, 16 degrees in Pisces to be exact. That 16 degrees stands for hypotheses. It stands for simply bringing a dream into a stage of reality. So actually putting a thought together that seems like an unrealistic dream, and actually making an attempt to realizing that dream materially. That's what Hephaestus corresponds to be precise. His skill set, according to his lore, does align with his actual abilities. He also has handicrafts abilities and whatnot, and he could teach someone that wants to work with him, a magician or an occultist, how to not only make weapons and tools, certain weapons and tools, but also how to wield them and how to have the courage. And he can give those that want to work with him the courage to actually wield these weapons, not just to make them. Aside from that, he also offers protection primarily, but protection via concealment. Hephaestus can bestow upon one the ability, or he can teach one alternatively to hide in the shadows. And by hiding in the shadows, I mean to keep yourself in the background to the point where you don't stand out, and thereby protecting yourself from any harm. Okay, basically protecting yourself from being seen by the enemy, if you want to put it that way, metaphorically speaking. That's what Hephaestus can do for one, aside from general discipline, ambition, hard work. And last but not least, I need to point out that Hephaestus is also very detail conscious, unsurprisingly. If you're familiar with Hephaestus' story, even at a basic level, he is one of the very few gods that I'm familiar with, or one of the very few spirits that I'm familiar with that deals with handicrafts and forging of weapons and items. I don't know any others, okay? But again, those that are familiar with Greek lore or with Greek mythological stories are familiar with the fact that Hephaestus made a bunch of things. I think he made Zeus's thunderbolts that you often see in pop media portrayed. We're talking about cartoons on cartoons, for example, like Hercules when I was a kid. You name it. So I'm familiar with Hephaestus, at least at a basic level. And he made a lot of weapons that the Greek Olympian gods work with. He made sandals for another god. I can't put my finger on his name. A speedy god, one, I think Hermes. Yeah. In any case, you get the gist of it, okay? He is the one responsible for making a good deal of weapons that the Olympian gods wielded. He was their weapon maker and their blacksmith, to put it that way. He was like a divine blacksmith, a pagan blacksmith, a pagan divine blacksmith, if you will. And yeah, that is it on Hephaestus. Nothing else comes to mind. Let me see if I forgot anything. No, nothing. Like I said lastly, okay, he is very detail conscious, and this is unsurprising. And he will teach one how to not overlook the smallest of details, a true craftsman, and he'll bestow his craftsmanship upon those that wish to work with him. And the same for the items that will come out of said union or alliance. And last but not least, his appearance. Hephaestus just appeared to me as a man holding a large hammer. What are they called again? Just a man wielding a large hammer with a long handle. And he was also very volcanic in appearance. So you can see that it all does fit well together. Okay, his story is along with his occult skill and powers, and even his appearance. Like I said, he just appears as a large man, okay, with a beard, and he is orange-ish or reddish. But that's the whole volcanic appearance that I just mentioned. He displays in some kind of lava-like fashion, okay, but only in color and just a general appearance and radiance. Okay, he radiates heat. He does radiate a good deal of heat. But for the rest, he just looks like a normal burly man. You know, a stereotypical blacksmith from back in the day. I don't even know if blacksmiths look that way nowadays, but it doesn't matter. He fits the generic or the general stereotypish look of a blacksmith. The only difference is with a good deal of heat and lava added to his appearance, okay? A sledgehammer, yeah. He holds a sledgehammer in his hands. That's what I was looking for. That's the phrase I was looking for, a sledgehammer. Yeah, and that is all. Thanks for watching. Bye.